We all know Elena and Will to be two of the most extraordinary people in our lives. But they owe much of that to their extraordinary families and the many, many amazing friends they have accumulated over the years. It is a rare and special honor that these two have given me to officiate the wedding of two of my favorite people in the world.
To COVID 2020, home you came from Chicago, where Elena had to camp to from Seattle. It seems as if stars were finally aligned. The girl you joked in high school that you would marry someday agreed to go on a date with you.
I can still remember that day when Will first mentioned, "I'm going to take Elena out on a date tonight." We'd spent many summers that night with Elena as a friend, and I'd never heard him mention a date with her before. But I do remember how sure of himself he was, knowing that this was his chance to take the chemistry they had as friends, fearless skiers, and high achievers to the next level.
When we sat down at Sonder Brewery on our first date, I knew you were the woman I wanted to marry. Yes, I was drawn by your beautiful smile, your ability to look so effortlessly stunning, and your brilliant blue eyes. But that night, we touched on so much more. I fell in love with your desire to make the world a better place, your passion for nature and the life that surrounds us, your determination to continuously learn and grow, and of course, your commitment to diving headfirst into our relationship.
When Will and Elena started dating in the pandemic, it became incredibly apparent that they were an unstoppable duo who both pull each other up and bring others in. Over the past few days, many people have mentioned all of Elena and Will's crazy adventures, and Henry and I are some of the lucky few who have gotten to tag along. I've learned that one of the most beautiful parts of their relationship is that their team has never come at the expense or at the exclusion of other people in their lives. In fact, for me, it has only enhanced our relationship.
It's surreal to me that the same voice I heard greet our class every morning on the high school announcements is now the voice I get to wake up to every day, sometimes delivering coffee. That the same kid who came out to cheer on my lacrosse games is still here encouraging me through every new challenge. And, most of all, surreal that the man now in front of me is just the 12-year older version, almost to the day, of the super cool, somewhat intimidating, yet undoubtedly very kind boy who offered to give me a ride. So, as cheesy as it is, I am one of the lucky people who can truly say that I get to marry my best friend.
Oh my God.
Do you like it?
Oh my God, I love it. You look so good. Oh my God, you look amazing.
Ooh, I think the bow tie went really well too.
Yeah, it all came together.
It all came together. You look stylish.
Thank you.
I love it.
Well,
Yeah.
let's have some fun.
I know, I'm excited.
It would be a lost opportunity if I didn't have some running related analogy in here. So before I make my vows to you, Elena, I wanted to speak to the endurance athlete you are and why I love being your biggest fan, your stalwart supporter, and of course, your total teammate. When you run, Elena, you inspire others. You show everyone around you that they are capable of overcoming hard things, and in doing so, you make the world a better and brighter place. When I watch you train and witness you compete, I can't help but to feel safe and secure, knowing that whatever life throws at us, we will overcome together. When you run, Elena, you train hard. You squeeze a regimented plan into what is already a busy day. You stay committed to yourself and to being the best version of that self you can be. I feel that same commitment in how you treat our relationship, how you make time for date nights, couch cuddles, and phone calls when we are apart. Selfishly, Elena, it is why I love watching you run and will always be there to support you. For running is when your finest characteristics are on display for me and the world to see.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss.
I had a weekday off. There was a pile of construction gravel, so I decided just to rake it out to make a temporary parking pad. And the school bus pulls up, and Elena gets off from kindergarten, and she starts skipping down the driveway. And then she looks up and sees me, and she just comes running towards me. And then she drops her backpack on my foot and runs straight past. And she gets her garden rake and in a moment and comes running back and just starts raking away. I'll admit my arms were tired, so I just sort of leaned on my rake handle and watched her, thinking, you know, when or if she gets tired, you know, she'll stop and we can talk about her day at school. But then she just started raking harder and started singing God Bless America. And if you recall, this is like about 3 weeks after 9/11. And so I was thinking about things maybe a little more deeply, and I just my amusement kind of turned into amazement, and then I just had this real feeling of gratitude. And so I just thought, wow, you know, what more could a dad hope for his little girl than to have these special qualities of positive attitude and determination. It's just a moment I could never forget.
Will and Elena are truly teammates. Your futures will hold many good days, maybe some bad days, and plenty of surprises in between. But my wish for you is this: through it all, whether you travel far and wide in search of adventure or success, I want you to always remember and be fortunate to know that you've already found true happiness right here in your own backyard.
This energy is a mystery made of wonder. You never know when it's gonna make your heart go boom, boom.
Will and Elena are very casual people. They'll always take a picnic over some fancy steak dinner, and so they want it to feel like a very casual affair. You may be wondering, then why am I wearing a tuxedo up here? To which I would say they balanced out that level of casualness by having us sleep in tents for the last 3 nights. This is a unique opportunity that they keep talking about, where all their friends and family are finally in one place. So try and talk to some people that you don't know. If you're coming from out of town and meet somebody from Cincinnati, you can ask them if they prefer Skyline or Fifth Third Bank. And if you meet a young man from Cincinnati, just ask him which of the Horton sisters he's dating.
As an older sister, it's of course amazing to have this crazy rom-com story and have Elena marrying our friend from high school. But better than that is knowing that my sister found someone who mirrors her heart. What a great joy. Certainly one of the greatest of my life to see you two together and see how happy you make each other year after year.
We never know what it holds. Chasing the unknown.
So Elena, I promise I will do everything I can to foster the sense of adventure between us. And while I love being the support crew, I may, every once in a while, even plan something wild and crazy for us to accomplish. I promise to care for the things you hold dear to your heart, your friends, your family, the Yukon, and of course, your family's chihuahuas, Mo and Hallie, and I will cherish them as you do, making our world one in the process. And lastly, Elena, I promise to love you with everything I have, for through the peaks and valleys of life, my heart will always belong to you.
Since being reintroduced when Will and Elena started dating in 2020, Will's virtuous persona with infectious enthusiasm and a kind-hearted spirit has been tremendously impactful for me. My mom has always said that people remember you for how you make them feel, and Will has always made me feel valued and right at home.
I've gone to Will with many a life challenge, and from that have learned that when you speak to Will, he truly listens, in no rush, taking time to hear your perspective. When he speaks, he makes you feel understood, feel safe, and feel heard. This quality will serve Will and Elena well as they navigate the challenges of married life.
In your first letter to me, you said that you'd be willing to make some serious sacrifices to be with me because success to you was waking up every day feeling like the happiest man alive. It was brave and sweet, and I thought that then we'd actually make it. Since then, we've had our fair share of incredible adventures together. Yet, while I'm sure we'll never stop taking on big stuff together, it's all the little things in between that I want to focus on. The hugs after long days, the jogs and frisbee tosses, hours spent listening to country music while driving, and the many, many times where the last thought I have before falling asleep is how lucky I am to have this, because it feels so right. So I promise you that I will always hold space for that feeling, that amongst all of the crazy life ahead, I will always take time to sit in my gratitude for you, your love, and all the little moments we get to share together. And I promise to uphold the healthy love we've built, one that is both effortless in joy and comfort, yet effortful in our daily decisions to trust and commit to one another. And I promise to never stop putting us first, so that one day, when we look back on this moment, it will still feel so surreal because we didn't even know how much better it could get.
Chasing the unknown.
Team sport, and the two of you, as so many of us have said tonight, make an incredible team. And now, as is our tradition, Anna and I offer you the Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warmly upon your faces. May the rain fall gently upon your fields, nurturing the love and growth in your lives. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. To Will and Elena.